Technology is revolutionizing the world that we live in. It's transforming industries and impacting how we live, work, and play. What fintech is to the finance industry is what proptech is to real estate. After what feels like a never-ending period of turbulence in the real estate industry, proptech is the long overdue marriage between modern innovation and the real estate industry. The Nigerian real estate market, which I often describe as notoriously speculative, is not going to miss out on this transformation. Fueled by innovative technology, brilliant Nigerian minds, and a sprinkle of FDI, let's say 2 million alone this year, the Nigerian ecosystem is finally getting the much-needed upgrade. What experience in your everyday business operations has changed recently? An obvious example being how we buy and sell. How we invest, develop, lease, and operate is all changing. Each segment of the built environment is getting a much-needed makeover. Online platforms for property searches have completely taken over. Buyers, tenants can now conveniently search land properties, schedule viewings, complete lease agreements, and ultimately buy online, completely digitally. Whether it be the informal WhatsApp agents that send you distressed properties every day, or the big digital platforms we're all familiar with, both have put listings, trends, and comparable pricing at our fingertips, maximizing visibility and increasing occupancy rates. In the future, analyzed data will go as far as predicting future listings before they even go live. I'm not sure if they're looking at who's dying, who's getting sick, or who's getting divorced to predict this data, but companies like SmartZip are positioning themselves as the crystal ball of real estate, forecasting upcoming trends and buyer behaviors. Tools like this are on the rise because they connect agents and developers with the clients they want to meet. On the client side, matchmaking profiles are connecting clients with their dream homes. Alma, which is powered by OpenAI, gathers listings based on your interests, lets you know the rental property value for those properties, and goes as far as letting you know how much repairs will cost for the property. It then shortlists these properties for you based on your investment preferences, and goes as far as streamlining communication with the owners. Based on what I just said, how many of you would have lost your job? Using real-time and even predictive analysis ensures that businesses and opportunities are not lost. Buyers and tenants can now explore multiple properties remotely and conveniently using AR and VR's immersive virtual tours. This tech is way more than just a gimmick. Imagine for the average Nigerian agent. He does multiple viewings with no security that any of those sales will go through. Recently, I myself was looking for a property in my neighborhood, and I had multiple agents taking me on multiple viewings, and unfortunately, I never closed on one. PropTech addresses this issue. I can save my time and the agent's resources with virtual reality, letting me see multiple properties around the world. Lastly, platforms are also offering financial solutions. Flexible rental payment opportunities for Nigerians exist, with platforms like Rent Small Small, which started in 2018, and Split, which started in 2017. Mortgage solutions for the diaspora are also available with companies like Bungalow. The question, however, remains, at what stage do these technologies eliminate agents and marketing teams? SmartZip, for example, creates marketing campaigns, automated follow-ups, and personalized messages to all targeted potential clients. It's essentially a marketing team at your fingertips. For me personally, that's half of my job gone. Chatbots are there designed to hold conversations with your customers, obtain all the relevant information, and service all your customer needs. This tech takeover poses a threat for the current workforce. And this fear is not limited to the real estate industry. but encompasses every single part of our life today. Whilst change is constant, are we as the Nigerian stakeholders preparing the next generation for the world that they will live in? PropTech's digital solutions are designed to improve efficiency, transparency, and accessibility in property transactions. These are three areas that the Nigerian market especially can benefit from. Transparency in the market helps us meet and match supply and demand needs. I'm sure we can all remember a time when 70% of the residential demand was for one bedroom, while only 20% of the supply met that. We also had an oversupply of grade A office space. And I myself know of a property recently that was 50% cheaper than an identical property next door. Why is this? Oversight, lack of accurate up-to-date information. Investors are now leveraging AI and big data to improve business decisions, improve asset management, and optimize performance. Interning in the Cushman & Wakefield Global Occupiers Department, one of my tasks was to manually go through lease agreements of our clients and present back my findings to management. These clients included Fortune 500 companies, and I would manually review their portfolios across EMEA. This was painstakingly time-consuming, and there was no room for human error. I obviously never make mistakes. Data can now be reviewed and processed in various ways, all simultaneously, something that even a big team of human specialists just can't do. Now for construction. Before venturing near a construction site, now architects and engineers use 3D technology to validate the feasibility of their design, enhance the effectiveness of construction, and eliminate uncertainties. For example, at Eco Atlantic, we have the Great Wall of Lagos. A team of expert international consultants designed this wall using innovative technology and designs, and this is what is safeguarding BI and parts of Lekki today. Precise scale models proved that the wall could withstand the next storms for the next 1,000 years. We also create this wall using excavators, which drop rocks in the ocean to form its base. The excavators are all equipped with a pinpoint accurate GPS system, allowing accurate work even at the seabed level. We also use drones every day. Technical drones for surveys to weekly updates on developments and infrastructure. Our drones are not just used for marketing, but for premium quality control. You can also decide on building materials today using e-commerce platforms, making prices transparent and more affordable. Apart from these simple suggestions, PropTech can also create solutions that tackle waste management options. For example, a company called Quebec raised $1.9 million by converting plastic waste into low-carbon buildings, not only achieving the above goals, but also at an affordable level. Property management and automation. Today, management systems automate tasks like rent collections, check-ins, checkouts, update documentation, scheduling, and basic admin tasks. They also can detect malfunctions and defects in a timely manner, saving costs. Smart meters use AI to control energy consumption, and we also have motion sensor lighting, which we ourselves have in our office in Azuri office, all saving energy consumption. These systems, unlike property managers, don't forget a thing. They lower energy consumption and are coming for the necks of incompetent property managers by not only saving energy, but also cutting costs. As a millennial, I have to talk about my generation. The real estate industry is undergoing a generational shift. With the majority of baby boomer professionals set to retire by 2030, a new wave of talented millennials will take over in the C-suite and push development initiatives as they are the new market drivers. Within my article on selling to millennials, I discussed that millennials are more interested to access as opposed to ownership. For example, look at Netflix, Uber, and the rise of shortlets. Airbnb alone swallowed 10% of the hospitality revenue. Crowdfunding and tokenization platforms provide a platform for small investors like myself with limited capital to add real estate to their existing portfolios. Companies cannot afford to live in the glory of the past, where old school methods worked fine, where they are resistant to change and those bringing in, and accessibility is limited to an old boys club. In conclusion, I pray for a market where marketers are using big data and not big nyash to sell property. From the transformation of the customer journey, construction and finance, I think I've been able to highlight the future of Nigeria PropTech. Staying on the beat of new trends in technology, especially those that address Nigeria's issues, like our huge housing deficit, restricted mortgage access and interest rates, and land verification. Overall, PropTech should push us into fostering a more dynamic and competitive real estate market, paving the way for sustainable growth and development in the sector. Our environment is ripe for digital innovation, and we do this by nurturing the talents in our huge youth population. My own daughter is learning computer science by labeling the CPS and monitor on images. Whilst her school balances this with tasks on Teams and online assessments, a huge portion of Nigerian kids today don't have that training. And I don't need to tell you what's happening in Asia with the kids there. In the future, let's continue to revolutionize new and existing cities in Nigeria, not just buildings, with smart city planning and holistic community management platforms. While we revere in this digital renaissance, I would like to state categorically that I did not use ChatGPT in my speech today. Some things die hard. Thank you very much.